Hi guys, welcome back to Art with Mrs. Bodden. Today we're going to fold some cute little origami fish. I'm going to show you with a half-size sheet of paper, which is going to just make my fish smaller. If you want to do this on a full-size sheet of paper, it'll be the same exact instructions, you just skip the fold in half part. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you've already done your penguin, you should already have a half sheet of paper. If not, and you want to do the half sheet, pretend that this is a full-size sheet of paper, just a normal 8.5 by 11 sheet. I'm going to take and I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to crease it. I'm going to open it back up. I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to cut it in half. And then now I have my half a rectangle. We're going to take that half-size sheet of paper and we are going to take a short side and fold it down to a long side because we want to make that triangle so that we can cut off the extra little rectangle and have our square. So as you can see, I have my triangle. I have this rectangle that I now need to cut off. So I'm going to just take my scissors, I'm going to cut it off. Now you can keep that little rectangle. You can throw it away. I usually keep mine for a little bit just because my kids like to do art projects and sometimes it's nice to have some scraps of paper around. So here is my triangle. We're going to open it up. We have our square. We're going to take and we're going to fold these two corners so that we get that X going across our paper. We want that X going across our paper. So if I open it up now, you can see that I have an X going across my paper. We're now going to take and fold it in half, top to bottom or bottom to top, whichever way you look at it. Fold it in half. We're going to make it so that there's a plus sign going through our paper. So right now, if you open it up, you have the X and you have a minus sign. We now need to make it a plus, so we're going to fold side to side, and that will give us a plus sign. So we now have that X, we have it straight up and down, we have that fold across the center, so that gives us a plus sign. Next, we're going to take our bottom and fold it to our middle. Our bottom and fold it to the middle. Then we're going to take our top and fold it to the middle. Now we're going to open it back up. Easy way. We're going to turn it. So now what we have to do is the same exact step. You're going to fold top and bottom to the middle. So I'm going to start with the bottom because it's closer to me. And then I fold the top. And what that's going to do is that's going to give us a whole bunch of squares. So if we open it back up, you see we still have our plus sign. We still have our X. But now we have 4 rows of 4 squares. 4 rows of 4 squares. So now comes the fun part. We're going to turn this into a pinwheel before we turn it into a fish. So I'm going to start by folding the top down and make sure it's nice and creased. Then I'm going to fold this side in, but I want this corner right here to stick up over here. So to do that, I'm going to stick my finger in between here so that I can make it push up. And then I'm going to fold over that edge and flatten it out. Next one, we're going to do that same thing with this edge, and I'm going to have the point sticking out over here. So I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to stick my fingers in here, and I'm going to pinch it this time. Makes it a little easier. So I'm going to pinch and grab and pull that out as I fold this edge down. So there's 2. We're now going to do our third one. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold this last remaining edge. I'm going to pull this one right here out. I'm going to fold it down. Now my a pinwheel yet? No, I only have 3 points. I still need that 4th point. So to get that 4th point, we need to pull this corner out. So to do that, I'm going to grab it. You notice I have this partially up. I'm going to grab it and push this edge down. My arm's kind of getting in the way. And instead of folding it up like this, I'm just going to pull it over like that. So to show that to you again, because this is the last one and it's usually the hardest, this is where I was at. I'm just going to open this up a little bit. I'm going to reach in, grab here. I'm going to pull it up, flatten that edge down, and then I'm going to fold this one back because this one's going to be part of our tail. So right now we need to move these two right here because we need to have one going up and down, and then we need two going back to make our fishtail. So to make our fishtail first, we're going to just take this corner. I'm going to fold it up on along the edge, so I now have my 2 triangles over here, or my 2 points over here. With this one, we're just going to take this one right here, and we're going to fold it down. So now I have a point going up, down, a point going up, and 2 points coming out the back way. Okay, now for our tail. So we're going to take this edge right here, and we're going to fold it up so it touches right here. So I'm going to fold that up. And then I need to take this edge part here, and I'm going to fold it back down. That's going to give me my tail. So I'll show that to you one more time. So I'm going to take this edge here, and I'm going to fold it up, crease it, and then I'm going to take this triangle that I can see right here. I'm going to fold that triangle down. I can see my triangle right here. We're going to do the same thing with this one. So I'm going to take this top corner and I'm going to fold it so that this edge right here lines up with this right here. Just going to fold it in. Then we have this triangle right here. We're going to fold that triangle up. So now I have one triangle here. I have another triangle here, and together they make a big triangle. So that is going to be our fishtail. Now we need to make our fish fins. So you're going to want to stick your fingernail here at the center because you want to have a nice point. So stick your fingernail right there at the center. We're going to take and we're going to fold this edge back. So you're going to take at the point, we're going to fold it back. Now I'm folding mine back at an angle. You don't want to fold it straight back, otherwise you're not going to have much of a fish. So you want to fold it back at an angle. So here is that middle line. If you see, this corner does not touch that middle line. I have some space. So then I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. I'm going to stick my fingernail, or in this case my thumbnail, just so that I can have a nice crease. And I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to fold it back. So you have folded the 2 parts here, you folded your tail, and when we turn it over, we have a cute little fish. So you can add an eye and a mouth. If you want your fish going this direction, all you do is rotate it. If you want your fish going back the way we had it, all you do is rotate it. So you can choose whichever direction you want your fish to be. Okay guys, have a great afternoon. I will see you later.